Okay, Yuta has joined us. Normally, we got rid of Davis Maddock after his got her up take last week, which was his that was his no go. Although I tagged him in our Discord and got up was winning, and he said he played him anyways, Dan, because the computer told him to. So that's Davis out. He still had got her up in some of his lineups, so he claims. I don't know if there's proof, but he's at a lake of some kind right now, so you guys are forced to deal with me as the host, and but we got Yuta instead, so I think we win for the Open, a major. I was looking at Data Golf here, and why don't I share their screen? Because there is some slight weather, so I don't know if you guys took some time to look at the weather yet, but Data Golf has it at am I sharing this? No, here we go. 0.9 for DK points for the Thursday morning wave.
Yeah. That's enough to matter.
It sounds about right to me. I did look at it, and it's like there's like mild wind advantages going early Thursday. And I think Thursday afternoon they're dealing with some rain.
Oh.
So that could play a role. And then there was like a equally small like wind advantage by going late on Friday. And that was it was again like a small wind factor, but maybe adding up, and then the element of possible rain on Thursday afternoon, it's like sort of these like small pushes towards having early Thursday be advantageous.
Yeah. So we got projections from Drew as we do every week on Run the Sims from Fantasy Golf Bag, and I compared them to probably run some early Sims, but I compared those to Data Golf's, and here's some of the major differences.
Okay.
If I can find out where to share it. Let's see here. I don't know why I can't share. You know what? I probably need to save it or something, since it's a CSV file. Let's see.
Here, while you're doing that, I just thought I'd mention another sort of meta level thing about this slate. This is another one of these slates, and DraftKings has been doing this more, where they have golfers that are under 6K, which makes certain constructions possible that weren't before. So we should probably look at that kind of stuff too.
Okay.
There are some guys just under 6,000 that are actually viable. Yeah.
They'll do that at the majors a good amount.
Yeah, I like that. I think they started that like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I really like that. I think it makes it more interesting.
Well, at quick glance, it was sort of like the best lower 6K range ever. I'm sure it could be related to just Scheffler being 14-2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that a record? I haven't looked in a while.
It's up there.
It's got to be close to the top.
It's up
Maybe
there.
It was a 14.5 one time.
Yeah. It's within a couple hundred, I think. Yeah. So Drew's got it looks like just the overall amount of points, he's got less scoring happening than Data Golf. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but some of the bigger differences, and I tried to kind of adjust the differential for the median difference in that scoring, so it wasn't so dramatic. But I spent like two minutes on it. His main one was was Hatton, but a lot of the guys up top he's got less. So this would lead. This type of prediction would lead to more like clumping and middling guys getting in more of your lineups. I would assume like we could rip one because I have it on the site and just see really quick.
The other thing is he has a bigger delta between. Let's see. Oh no, it's not. So his 89 for Scotty is a little more optimistic even than everybody else. Let me just check that. Yeah.
You know what? I said that completely backwards. I was subtracting minus. So he's above. Data Golf is below him. So he's actually higher on the top end guys and scoring overall.
So I don't know how. I'm looking at 4 other sources in addition to ours, and three of them have Scotty lower than this.
Okay. I mean, it is comparison to everything else. So
right, yeah. So
and this would lead to more top heavy lineups. So I said everything backwards. So
okay.
The ownership differentials, and I think it'll probably be easier after we run and look at the stuff too.
Sure.
But he is he's below on Scheffler by 8.5 points percentage.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like the large field stuff, right?
This is all large field except the projections, of course, would be the same.
I can see the Scheffler not get steamed, sort of regardless of how high projections could be in like this type of really strong field. Mostly just because of the price. Yeah. And when people are building their 150, they actually don't necessarily just go by numbers. They also want, psychologically, people want like some variety in their set. And when you have more Scheffler, it really lowers your flexibility in your construction because now you're forced to take these 6 and 7K guys you don't really like, and it's on every one of your Scheffler lineups. Even if it might be the right thing to do, mentally, many don't want to go there.
Yeah. He may come in a little under because of
Peter
that.
could say like 50% Scheffler, and then they'll still go like 30% Scheffler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I did a quick equilibrium run, like the what should they be owned numbers, just using my data golf stuff. And for Scotty, I got around 38 for the should own.
Sure.
Feels plausible.
I mean, that's also given this 89 projection.
Right.
Sure,
yeah.
I assume.
Oh no, I have with DG.
This one, he's using 83.3.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So you still get a lot of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's no way he gets to that 34.8% though.
Yeah, I would be surprised.
Russell Henley's the next. He's got 4 points lower than Data Golf's in ownership. These two guys scare me. Jason Day doesn't really scare me as much in a major, like his withdrawal stuff. Or
can you sort by ownership on the left, not the Data Golf one?
This one?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be more accurate than the Data Golf.
Okay. Well, since that's the case, let's just go right to the Run the Sims page then. Since that's already on there.
I can like do some quick tweaks on that now if you guys tweak ownership later anyway or no?
Yeah, we edit lots of things.
It just takes seconds to run the stuff, so we're making changes all the time. Okay, so here's what we were just looking at, but on Run the Sim. So he's got Rom at 32 almost.
Yeah. Rom, for this type of field, Rom is the one that actually could get even higher because it's very agreeable in price and it works with everything. Like you can even go Scheffler with Rom, with like the 5 and 6K guys. So like Rom can make everything work.
Yeah, my consensus number is 27, and I feel like that's low. I kind of like this number better.
It is better, but like it could be even higher.
Do you want to go like 33?
Like that just like depends on like other elements that don't even have to do with ROM. I think like last tournament, it was like Neiman was like this, like the last major. Neiman at like 8-6. That was the one that fits flexibly everywhere. Yeah, just looking at it, Hovland, I'm surprised they have that high, but I actually think that's right.
I think it's what you just said. Looking at that range, like for 8,300, like
Yeah,
you can just fit him in a lot of different combos.
like narrative wise, people are gonna like him because he's playing well. It's like it's a major. He has like the boom bust factor.
What do you think about it? I could see Morikawa under this.
Yep,
this
I think he's lower.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Let me take a look at what everyone else.
I mean, I'll just lower him a little bit, but if there's a number you want any of this
What else
switch
was there above? What else was there above this? I sort of missed the other top end. Okay.
Oh yeah, so my
Oberg is not going to be 13. Lowry probably is higher than this because of the win.
Okay. What do we want to do? Like 10 and then just flip them?
over.
Something like that.
Okay. Did you already fix Morikawa? Because yeah, you did.
I did. Yeah. Well, I didn't.
That actually is close to the consensus number.
Lowry, there was like a quote on. Well, he won in 2019, and there's also like the presser where he was talking about like how he stayed home for like this whole month and played every golf course in the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see it. I kind of like him this week too.
I'm not sure with Xander and Bryson.
Yeah.
I do think Fleetwood doesn't get that high because people are aware that he hasn't won anything, and this being a major.
I dropped him a little bit then.
I could see Xander be a little higher, but not. Yeah, and Hatton actually is not going to be 17. Hatton should be like 11 or something like that.
I can't use a decimal in this. Is that a bug we got? Hatton should be what?
I'd say like around 11.
Oh, okay. That's a big change. Okay.
This is sorted by salary, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it easier because a lot of the times when you have like two guys at the same salary that are rather high projected ownership, if you have like this middling guy like in that range, they're likely not to get to that level because of the two other guys.
Yeah.
And Rahm is driving down Bryson's ownership, I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What do you think about this Rory number?
I think it's fine.
Oh, okay. We did all these guys. What do you like Joaquin at all?
I think that looks right.
Yeah. I kind of like him at 7, actually.
Yeah.
Brooks
he's under at 7 according to me.
I bet Brooks he's always like a point higher.
Yeah. It's funny
because he's Brooks.
Yep. But he's not going to be very attractive, I don't think.
Yeah, you can sort of see this in play because of the Hovland getting all these other ownerships around him, Hovland and Fitzpatrick.
Mm-hmm.
Brooks is just so much worse than everyone around him in salary.
Do people like Fitz that much this week?
I mean, I heard I listened to the Pat Mayo show. They were a couple of the guys on there seemed like they liked him.
Okay.
I don't know about 21%.
21.
Philly, yeah, I know we haven't
really well.
We might adjust projections too. We'll see.
I guess it's possible. He's playing well. He's from England.
Okay.
Rose shouldn't be that high, just because the projection is so low.
Should we go 5%?
How about?
I mean, he does have like the narrative, and like he played well at the last major.
Mm-hmm. Played well last week too.
Played well, yeah. Plays well in links. So I mean, it's just like the projection is just so low compared to everything.
Just
Just
drop
like the names he's surrounded by, it's actually kind of jarring.
Hideki, I mean, I like Hideki at 5% for 7,500. I mean,
Sure.
I don't know. That sounds
Sure.
like a good. Sam Burns at 11. On that Mayo show I listened to, they were calling Sepp Straka the septic tank as a nickname.
Yikes.
Yeah, he's pretty good actually.
They're all
But I do like that nickname. What we think? Would we notice anything in this range here?
Looks okay.
Okay.
I would guess Adam Scott doesn't get that high.
Ben Griffin. He was like 40% owned 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I feel like Ben Griffin is probably going to be higher than that. Just the history and also the consensus owned.
Bump him up then, Dan.
There's my one contribution.
Ryan Fox has been playing pretty decent.
These are tough.
Yeah.
Between 5 to 10. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
7. Yeah, 7. It seems right.
We can defer more to the consensus numbers for these weird ones, I guess.
Do you see anything in the other sites, Dan? If you did the spreadsheet, like anything we were like way different on? Or?
I'm trying to keep up. You're moving pretty fast. Any I should check? Let me bring that over.
I don't know. It's just.
Let me look at
So-
this range you're in now is sort of.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you start? Yeah, around here, around 7,300. See if there's anything.
Let's look at that.
So, like, why is Aaron Ray going 10% off?
Because of the projection. But
that's a little
that's like the computer imparting its projection on the ownership.
Mm-hmm.
In the large field, people don't use the computer much
Mhm.
for the projection, and they don't like clicking on Aaron Rye either.
So my other 4 sources, I have a 6, a 3, a 13, and an 8. So the average is like 7.7. So you can make it an 8, I guess.
Okay.
Like directionally accurate.
I mean, he does get some DFS play though, right?
Yeah.
Got her up would be like 10% owned if this was 2017.
Right. No, actually, that's pretty close to the average number I have.
Yeah, I was just saying Rye is just not a click for casuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Which
and the
this-
Millie Maker and
This
stuff.
tournament is.
What about Corey Connors? What does it say for the other side?
Connors. Oh wow.
There should be a range because the model should like him based on the like baseline skill and like overall talent, but he withdrew from the U.S. Open.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And didn't have a great showing last week. So like,
Yeah,
I think the projection itself could be high if we're factoring those things in.
it is. I mean,
It is high. My
But
average.
also, like, yeah, people are sort of aware of that too. So the ownership probably doesn't get terribly high here.
Yeah, I have 12.2 as an average. It's not maybe not worth editing.
okay.
You can compare Connors over here.
Okay. Now we're starting to get in the 6,000 range.
Siwoo.
This doesn't seem right. Siwoo has to have some ownership.
Yeah. How about 4? Let's just put that in.
Well, actually, something must have happened there.
Yeah, maybe it was like a dash, and then the name didn't upload. But it got the projection must be wrong too. Actually, yep. Let's okay.
You guys out of 60.
Let me see what he's got. Siwoo at.
Something like a 52 or so.
Gotta keep that. We gotta look at Minwoo Lee too.
53. Yeah. For Siwoo. Minwoo, I'll look up.
Min was right.
Minwoo's
Yeah, should be low. Yeah, that's reasonable. JJ.
Is Siwoo not playing or something? Why does he not have? He doesn't have Siwoo. That's why. He doesn't have him in the CSV he sent
in the
me.
spreadsheet. He missed him. Okay.
Okay. Is Siwoo out? Am I crazy?
No,
Oh, he's in.
he's playing.
Okay. I'll move him to 52 projected then.
That seems good.
Sergio.
Garcia.
You know Sergio?
Yeah, that's probably close to right. Wyndham Clark looks plausible. Akshay looks reasonable. Yeah, nothing standing out.
No, these are all right.
These seem good.
There's some good names
Because
out
it's
here.
because like the seven like 4 range and like the 6-0 range has more going on.
Yep.
I don't hate any of these golfers here.
Nope.
They're all kind of cold.
Yeah, it's like you just said. There's a lot. There's a surprising amount of good stuff down here. Yeah.
JJ Spawn at 56. Oh my god, I don't know if I can do that. Wyndham Clark just reeling from being banned from Oakmont.
For trashing the.
Will he be able to get over that and perform at the Open? Mark Leishman. Wow, I haven't seen. He hasn't played in a while. At least not in any of the DFS tournaments.
Wow, Keegan Bradley, I have even more owned than this for some reason.
I think he's a little more owned than that too.
I have a 9 average, which is actually maybe not a crazy number.
No, it's not crazy at all.
Yeah, he's reasonably valuable down there.
We can bump Keegan here.
Well, okay. Well, projection or ownership?
The ownership 9.
Up to what are we going up to? 9, 10?
Sure.
9.94. That's the number.
Obviously.
Tom Kim played well last week.
That's right, though. No one's taking him.
I agree. What do we got here? Hogegaard played well last week.
Yeah, these are just not likely to be off.
Mm-hmm.
There might be no edits until you get to like the lower 6.
It might be projection edits at this point. Well, here, let's look at these then.
Okay.
Starting with.
I want to take a quick look at.
So like a Harry Hall.
Yeah, Mr. Hall.
He screwed me last week. Fell apart.
Harry Hall. It looks like he's going to be.
He could be out there.
He could be up there according to my sources. Yeah.
I think he's higher, especially in like the smaller fields.
Okay. Higher than 10.7?
Yes.
What's the highest, Dan, out there?
The highest one the highest one I have says 16. That seems awful.
Okay.
Let's do like 12.
Do we want to go higher than that or lower than that, you?
Oh, he's not going to be 16.
Okay.
Like 12, 13.
Wrong.
Okay. 12.95. That's the number. Guaranteed. Harris English, does this look right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Lee Westwood is guaranteed to be first round leader. Said it now.
Lock him in.
Lock it in. That's not even a joke. Dustin Johnson. Is anyone more cooked? Although life is good for DJ, so
it's probably
so.
Tom McKibben will not be 6%.
Who's this?
Tom McKibben.
This is not one of.
Was he like born on this course or something?
Is he? He's a young live guy, so it could be. He could have been.
Oh, he's a. Okay. Yeah, give him a 4.
This guy can actually play though, but it's just.
What do we think about these 2s?
Yeah, that's fine.
Novak, I needed him in like 3 lineups to make the cut last week, and he shot a -7 on Friday. Which how often does that happen when your guy's like 2 shots off the cut and you need him to just go bonkers, and he actually does? I'll never forget you, Andrew Novak, even though I didn't win any money. Denny McPutz?
No. Where's McNeely?
Maverick? Right here, 6,100, 12.2.
Yeah, okay. That was one. That's right, I think.
That's about right, yeah.
Okay.
I would argue though that like Hall is gonna come in higher than him.
Huh.
Okay, which I think we had a little bit. Yeah, we had Hall at 13.
Okay.
Just slightly higher, 12.24. Is that fair?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Shout out to who I don't know who, but someone called Marco last week in chat. So I hope you played him because he did pretty good. I don't know where he finished though, but he was playing good all week.
Nick Taylor looks maybe a little high.
Marco probably doesn't get to this though. Actually, no, it's fine.
No, that's fine.
Taylor's high.
Yeah.
All right, I dropped Taylor a little bit.
Let's see,
Jordan L. Smith was our no vibes lockdown guaranteed pick of the week last week. Made the cut.
Nice.
He holed out from like 15 yards on a par 5.
Sweet.
For a 3 to make the cut. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Loved that Greiserman last week.
Greiserman would be a little higher.
Yeah, I want to give him a 5. Yeah.
But everything else can't possibly matter.
Okay, I'll just scroll quickly here to the bottom.
Yeah.
If there's anything screwy.
It doesn't really matter if like a 3 should be a 1, right?
It shouldn't matter that much.
No. Well, if it does, we'll quickly change. If anything, if anyone's getting wonky, we'll change it. You guys don't think Ethan Fang performs this week? I don't know.
This is just create a player down here.
All right, let's just rip some lineups really quick. See what we got here.
Okay.
We were getting some high EVs from my initial run, so let's see if we drop it any.
Yep.
And our not our goal, but we like to see when the EVs get a little tighter, more realistic with our projection changes. So hopefully that happened.
Excuse me.
We have we're this close to a bunch of updates, but we can't release it yet because we're not done. It did get a little tighter. We were actually in the 300 range my first run, but that still seems pretty high.
It does. So let's see what's going on.
It might be all those lower guys that there's just a ton of solid lineups you could build this week because of the 6,000 range.
Well, let's look. One of the things we can do is like compare our ownership guesses to what.
So like just off the bat, I think we just lower the Scheffler projection because I think he does come in hot on that.
Yeah. Just
to get that in line, and that might.
I think we're gonna have to lower quite a bit.
Yeah. Why don't you give it an 84 turnout?
Yeah.
And the other thing, I don't know if you just noticed, there's Davis Riley is in all the top lineups. So let's have a look at Mr. Riley.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I think we must have something wrong.
That's wonky. Yeah, let's definitely do Riley.
So what's the projection on Riley?
Okay,
53. That's way too high.
And what? And he should probably have some ownership.
He's supposed to be about 38.
I don't think he has any ownership.
And he should be owned about 0.5%. There you go.
Oops. Okay.
That'll.
Let's do that again. Let's do that again. And then for anyone watching, I'll save all these changes to the front end, and you can download and use them yourself if you feel so inclined. What was I saying? Yeah, but anyways, we should have some more bells and whistles next week, hopefully, for PGA. Getting near full product here. Ugh. Okay,
it's come down.
That's better. That's better. And you could see if you scroll down, about half, not even halfway. So this is kind of interesting, Dan. This looks like about 30% of the lineups are plus EV, barely. A lot of negative lineups.
So we have one problem to contend with,
Mm-hmm.
and this is mostly a me problem. So all of our candidate lineups have Scotty in it right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go and use the optimizer
Yeah.
to generate lineups without him.
So I think what happened with why this is happening actually is, well, actually the top lineup is in the Scheffler lineup. So
Yeah,
how is that
that's good.
possible?
Oh, okay, good.
it's because that didn't calculate right. So
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, good.
yeah, to get that right, I'm just gonna delete these 2 builds and rerun it.
Okay.
But just looking at this stuff briefly here, we got rid of Riley. We got rid of. It looks like Scheffler is. Did we nuke Scheffler's?
He lowered his projection.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be.
Well, there he is.
That was the first one.
Oh,
let's redo this. We could try the optimizer too, but
why is that? Hold on, being a dork. There you go. Okay, yeah. So I just had somebody ask this to me privately, so I can just say it on the show. They're like, "What's better if you're getting too much of a guy? Should you mess with the projection or should you use the optimizer?" And the answer is, you can do either. It's just that if you mess with the projection, then the EV estimates are going to be off, right? Because you've changed the outcome in the sims, basically. But as a tool for generating lineups, that's perfectly fine. But I would just go in the optimizer and do some locks and excludes.
Okay, you're right, Dan. For some reason, the summary table's not.
The summary table is just
populating Scheffler on the back end, and I'll build some lineups in this optimizer, which is actually a good point. Is people we might need to rename these. People are getting it confused. The lineup factory just makes like thousands, in this case 4,400 smart lineups to test against the field. Generate lineups is where you use the actual settings.
Yeah, and just to outline exactly how that works. So the lineup factory, all it's doing is running a bunch of very quick and dirty sims and picking some lineups that mix in sims with some of the median projection. So you get sort of a balance of, out there lineups and more chalky lineups. The goal is just to generate lots and lots of different lineups, and hopefully when you run your sim, some of those will be really good. It doesn't have an opinion about those lineups, but it does use whatever projections you provide. So if you think a guy is amazing and you just jam his projection in the lineup factory, it's going to give you a lot of that guy. So it's just something to keep in mind.
The lineup factory too, the thing I like about it is if you're using a straight optimizer, a lot of the combos will be the same, especially if you're not using a ton of randomness, because it's just going to fit the highest point total. By definition, that's what it's optimizing for. And in the lineup factory, it'll be a lot of more random combos.
Yeah, I like to jam up the randomness even in the optimizer a lot, just to get a lot of.
So the table's good. I don't know how it fixed itself, but
I think it's because we came from the optimizer. I think that's
good.
Okay.
Yeah, this is I built a bunch of optimizers.
That's actually a nice spread.
Yeah. Let's see what the AVs do for us.
Yeah, that's purely just the randomness I added to it too.
Okay.
So
yeah, I think that's a great way to get a overview, is just ramp up the randomness.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So this number is for the full 1,600 lineups we built.
And then the max that would only apply to a select.
This is just the max I allowed in the settings for any player.
Yeah.
And if you want that to run faster, you can move this salary range down and max exposures up.
Although you've got a lot of random.
You're on one uniques here, though.
Yeah, but I put 96% randomness, so it should be very, very diverse.
Yeah, if you scroll to the absolute bottom, you should have some crappy stuff, I would imagine, EV-wise.
So yeah, this is a good example of.
Oh, it's not even that bad. Oh, there we go. Come on.
Yeah,
we go.
There's some bad ones.
All right.
But if you can't make 1,000 plus EV lineups, I think we're in trouble. All right, top lineup has got some of the chalky names we talked about: McNeely, Aaron Rye. Scotty Scheffler is no longer. I don't see him.
Why don't you scroll to like the middle right?
Well, let's see.
Oh, you can do that way. Nice.
Yeah. Scotty's okay. So his first lineup, he starts showing up in the 20. So he'll be in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 15 in the top 150. Seems kind of low to me. I don't know. What would you think?
I think if you start getting more sensitive to ownership, he goes up because he comes with these random 6K guys more frequently.
So,
but it's just being dictated by the sim here. So
yeah,
it's mostly illustrating how sensitive he is to a projection between like 84 and 89.
Yeah, that's a big drop though. Like maybe we went too harsh.
Yeah, it's true though, and just keep in mind, in these sims, like there can be these thresholds where, like it's not that Scotty Scheffler is great at this number and terrible at point less. It's just that you push him hard enough, and then all this other stuff just bubbles just over him.
Yeah.
So that he just doesn't come to the top anymore, right?
Should we drop his ownership to like 22?
Well, that would be aggressive.
No, it just doesn't represent reality.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay. Because he is showing in, if you optimize a bunch of lineups, he's getting in there. So he's just not simming that great. Not
and horrible. Just to reiterate for people,
well, yeah, I mean that's just also what happens with the guy who's projected the highest, because no other player is accessing that top end in your like median projection.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't make up those points anywhere else, and it has to come from him, there's no way that these shifts would not happen in a sim.
I just wanted to reiterate for people watching this for the first time. So the ownership, so the way this is working in the sims is the simulated fields are entirely based off the ownership numbers you provide. So only mess with the ownership if you want to mess with what happens in the sim itself. Don't use ownership to get the lineups you want because it's going to be misleading. You want the ownership to be as accurate as you can make it so that the sims are as accurate as they can.
Yeah. Yes, and you should make them GPP specific. Correct. So like if Yudi's going to play a 10-man Thunderdome, he should not be using these ownerships. He should go in there and manually change them to what he thinks it'll actually be, or 100-man or whatever, and then you rerun it.
Yes, this would be wildly off.
And then you rerun it with the small field too as well, or whatever you're closest to whatever you're playing in. Yeah. Do we see any?
I think I might be wrong on my read of Hatton though.
Okay. We have a decent. Let's see how many we have in the top. We got one
because that range doesn't have that much going.
He's in like every top lineup of ours too.
It might be because I like reduced the ownership.
So my consensus ownership for him is 18.
Yeah, I'm off.
So why don't we middle that? Why don't we give him like a 15 and see?
Yeah,
and then like I think I might be imparting the same logic on Lowry. Like you might just take it off from Lowry.
Shane Lowry.
Lowry, I have 10 consensus.
Yeah. Okay, let's try that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Did we see anything else we wanted to adjust in these results? Hatton was definitely up there. Is anybody else in here a ton? Bryson, a lot of Bryson.
Bryson is actually sneaky.
He probably should be up there.
Well, we have him in. Look at this: the first, second, third, fourth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. 10th. We have him in every lineup.
What do we have on his ownership right now?
We have like every lineup in the top 150. Like that seems high.
Oh,
11.
that does seem a little low. So my consensus is 14 for him. So why don't we boost that to like 13 or something?
Okay. Is that acceptable to you,
Yeah,
Yuta? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just
So
when
he
I
should,
see
he should we should still get a lot of him though, if my tuition is correct.
here's another thing that's pretty nice about this is after you build the lineups, if you're happy with the spread, which it seemed like we kind of all were, just change the ownership and rerun the sim here. Don't rebuild all the lineups. You don't need to.
Uh-huh.
Although I wouldn't hate getting it to exactly where you want and then building another 5,000 if you want to sit there and wait. for the
Sure. I
optimal
mean, it's only
lineups.
what 30
Okay.
seconds to run. I haven't timed at this point. Something.
Yeah. You're talking about the contest sim or the making the lineup? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So now we're starting to get into more realistic EV territory here. It's still a little high.
It'll always be a little hot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's interesting. So if the lineup factory will give you a much wider spread in some donkey lineups.
Yeah, I might tweak that a bit. I mean, I'm a little loosey-goosey with the methodology there because that doesn't have to be perfect because all of those lineups are going through a filter anyway. So I just it's a little bit of a fire hose approach, but that doesn't mean I can't.
I like how it's fast though, you know?
It is very quick, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. We got Bryson. Let's see, Bryson is still, he's in a ton of the top lineups here.
But he does seem like a good play from.
I know, but do you want him in 80% of your 100?
Well, this is where I would probably split my process and do these, and then go into the generate lineups and X them out and look at some of those. That's what I would do.
Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, we didn't do anything with the weather split either. So
No.
Thursday morning was the favorites. So
is that accounted for in the projection as of?
we're assuming it is.
In the Run the Sims one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we don't really need to do anything for that.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, unless we don't like it, then we change it. So I saw Pendrith was in there. Yeah. Well, let's see any of the big names here. Like, where's Bryson at? What's he? So Bryson's in the afternoon.
Yes.
Who else do we have?
So I mean, if it gets over sort of discussed, it does become a bit of a fade because I don't think it's going to be this pronounced split as far as weather.
Yeah.
And out there, the conditions change frequently, even in 5-10 minute windows.
Yeah.
So, and that course in particular too, I actually think if we could model it, it sort of values like this game planning from shot to shot a little more than most, or like your caddy advice basically, because it snakes around much more than your typical golf course. Like you'll be shooting east, you'll be shooting west, and you actually have to shoot in all directions. Whereas most courses, it's more binary. Like you're going this way, and then on the back nine, you're coming back the other way. Here it's kind of quite intertwined. So you're actually going to be shooting into every wind direction. I just think if it could be accounted for, it's game plan, intelligence, basically, as far as pre-shot prep.
And that would favor,
I don't know,
Lowry, McKibben, guys who are playing there all the time, maybe, or in that weather, growing up. What do you guys think of Callum Morikawa? Is he cooked?
I hope not. He's quite likable. Let me click him.
Is he? I think a lot of people kind of don't.
Oh, really?
Well, we have
I
he's
think the
really,
consensus he's quite dislikable.
my buddy loves him, but yeah. We're getting a lot of him here in the top 150.
I mean, the course fit is, it's going to dictate like the accuracy because you want to avoid big misses here. Like kind of like iron approaches. He also does well at. I think you want like longer irons though, rather than short irons, which is what he fares better with. But anything relating to accuracy should play pretty well. I mean, I think you sort of need all the skills though. It's not like it's like a one-dimensional test. So from the course fit stuff, it was sort of just like accuracy is nice to have, but everything else you still sort of need to execute on.
Do we think Colin and Hatton's projections are going to be this close? Ownership?
Say that again.
And who?
Hatton at about 15%, Morikawa at 14%.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hatton a little higher. Yeah.
We're getting a lot of Justin Thomas for this projection in this range for some reason.
Let me see.
It looked like.
If you want to get more like variety out of the set, it's probably just move Scotty back up, because that's why it's sort of flooding this.
Let's throw a point on him.
Does anything change if you add uniques?
It'll take longer to build.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just make like 1,000 lineups with 2 uniques.
Sure.
All right. Let's see how long that takes. It shouldn't take that long. Yeah, that definitely seemed like Scotty change. Let's look in the comments here. Does anyone have Scotty's pairing with low owned 6K? He's less owned than. Yeah. Oh, we got to check how Ram is playing in this, by the way. Scotty's been highest priced and highest projected for a while. Usually he's also highest open in this tier. This week he leads projection and price, but
that's
now he's not the most. Yeah. Feels like the industry's out on Bryson. That's good. I just think whatever we were getting there, 60, 70, 80% is just too much, too risky for my blood.
Sure. Yeah.
What would you put? How much would you play in 150, Bryson? What's your max you'd play him at, just theoretically this week?
I don't know.
Would you be willing to play him?
I'm. The industry sentiment is like a similar line of thought to me as well. So it's like I don't really want to click him either. But that's honestly what's driving him, keeping him not terribly high, also being surrounded by like slightly more appealing price points of different guys. So
yeah,
I'd go like 20 to 30. I'd be okay with that in a large field.
I was going to say a third. Yeah,
that sounds right to me. 30%. JT, like you'll get triple the field, but not crazy. If he stinks, you're not dead. JT's just playing the 2-iron off the tee.
Yeah, so here you're starting to you get Scotty by number 13.
Our EVs are getting more realistic too.
But rarely also are you gonna sort of like just pump in your top 150 EVs anyway. So
right.
There's still like more to the process after this.
Sure.
Yeah, you're getting a lot more here. Now you're getting like.
Yeah, that's more than fair.
Yeah, that's more than fair. And then let's look at Ram. We didn't look at Ram. The Raminator.
Yeah, he's in there.
He's in a bunch. He's in a bunch. Yeah. He's fine. Yeah.
Yep, he should be.
Yeah, that's plenty. Aaron Rice still popping, even though we moved him up.
They're gonna like Rye no matter what.
Do you think that ownership number is okay? What did we have him at?
Well, we moved him down because.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's Let me get you more of him. Okay. Colin, I still think this might be high on Colin. Yeah, we're getting. I guess that's not the end of the world. What is that? Like 25, 30 lineups out of 150? That's not too bad.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just more weighted towards that top 50.
Yeah, changing that 1 point on Scotty is a big difference.
Yeah, that's going to happen when you have somebody driving so much of the point totals. Like small changes, it steers the whole ship in a different direction. But the thing is, if you look at the actual EV numbers, it doesn't necessarily move it that much.
So Rory's one of the bigger optimizer fades based on our stuff here. So he pops looks like a decent amount in optimized lineups, but we're only getting
I could see that, yeah.
5 or 6 lineups on our top 150. That's pretty interesting.
Like at that projection and ownership, I think I'm also likely to be relative fading there.
Okay. What's his relationship status? That's the most important data point with Rory McIlroy.
Well, he was getting divorced, and then he wasn't getting divorced.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Now he's got gray hair. I don't know if you guys saw that interview. He's trying to hide it. Fleetwood. We got Fleetwood coming in at 22%. Oh, we got a decent amount of Fleetwood. How do we feel about that in the top 150? Looks like I don't know, 25%.
Yeah.
So has he never won?
Not even on tour. Not
just the seconds, huh?
Really?
Like we don't even have to talk majors. We can talk career.
Yeah, I thought he won like a non-major.
No.
Wow. This poor bastard.
Wow.
I'm just looking at his record right now. I see top finishes. I see 2, 4, 4, 7, 5, 3, 6, 3, 5, 2. That's just so unlucky.
That's crazy.
At a certain point, he's just not cranking up the variance.
He's not going for
playing
it.
Not to lose.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the Bet the Process like 2 weeks ago? Rufus was saying he found some evidence that clutch putting does matter, and like the speed differential ramps up. The guy
so the one he choked off a couple weeks ago, it wasn't even like the putting. It was just like it was clearly playing not to lose because everything was coming up short, like even the tee shots and the second and third shot. And then it put him in a position where now he has to make like the 6-foot putt instead of like a tap in, or like he's not even going to have that birdie chance.
It's really funny. Do you think it's on purpose or it's just?
I mean, I guess it can't be on purpose because I'm sure someone's telling him you have to just go for it, and then his body doesn't execute.
Yeah.
Hovland is another kind of semi-optimizer fade, getting more of them in the optimizer than in the sim results. Top one.
Definitely.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So Rory, Hovland. I think I'll probably
the math honestly shifts quite a bit if we're going large field to small field, in my opinion.
What's your meta on the differences there?
Well, just here it's the move here is kind of it is just play the low owned guy without nuking projection in the lotto. Like there's nothing else really to do because there's no correlation really at play. So it's just like avoid the most used combos, and then that's sort of why we're essentially fading like the highest relative guys. Like I'm sure we're fading like Fitzpatrick as well. At least in this set, you can take a quick look. Yeah.
So we got him at 16% here. Yeah, and that's wow. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
It's kind of just it's like fade ownership first, and then pick up the projection where you can.
Yeah.
In the lotto is sort of like the reasoning.
Yep.
And then, so like in the smaller field, it would be more like trying to find a balance of both, where you're valuing the mean projection a good amount more and then secondary is like try to reduce ownership if you can.
Yep.
I just personally, I think I have PTSD from taking this guy, Aaron Rye, too much in the past. And Corey Connors, you kind of scared me off of him. Are you concerned about his health?
Yes, but at a certain point, it's Corey Connors at 7-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had 12% optimizer, and what we got? 13.
You're gonna get a good amount. Yeah.
26, 25.
Right there. It's kind of like how much do other people care?
About even. We're about this number
Yeah.
here. It looks like. Got her up. Got him up too.
Ton opportunities for this guy. I mean, just endless.
I also don't like Henley, Nick Taylor, Patrick Reed. I could see him.
So Henley seems quite a bit over-owned for his projection, according to my stuff.
Okay.
Where do we have him as his ownership?
We have him at 10.69.
Okay. Yeah, the consensus has him higher than that. Interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they got him at?
14, although there's an outlier in there, so I might give it a 12 or 13.
Yeah, let's just do that. I want less of him anyway, so.
There you go.
I liked where we had him, but
Okay.
yeah, he's been playing extremely well recently. They see him. He's viewed as like a grinder in majors. I think he was like second at the same event last year.
Okay, I put him back then. We weren't getting a ton of them anyway, so I don't think it really mattered. We just get less of them.
Yeah, from a higher end level, I just think like people that are perceived as like not big upside, like the Fleetwood and Aaron Rye, they're not too clicked in the largest field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many uniques would you do if you were building lineups here? You're taking your time.
In this, it'd just be 3.
You would just do 3?
Yeah.
And so if people do 3, and you would probably do no randomness or very little.
I haven't played around with that.
Okay.
I would use some randomness.
Okay. Well, just for people building, if you use 3 uniques, and you don't use a lot of randomness, give it a second. It takes longer to optimize lineups. Okay. So we got any other takes we wanna share here this week that you've
Not really. Just keep following the weather because it's going to change between now and 14 hours from now when the slate starts.
Yeah, that's one, right? We're playing. It's going to tee off tonight, so get your lineups in, at least entered now, so it doesn't fill up on you. I didn't look and see if it's filling up fast, but
like there's also like the variance on the weather itself. So like we actually don't really know how it's going to play.
Yeah,
even with knowing the conditions.
That's true.
And so there is a little argument to like a bit of like stacking your certain groups.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at the DraftKings contest. So the $25 milli is about 2/3 full, but the $5 drive the green is like 85% full. So if you want to play the $5, you should get your lineups.
Get in there now. I published the projections and ownership changes we made. If anyone wants to use them, you can just go to this upload projections button and click download CSV if you want to use them wherever you want. What was it? Oh, the weather thing. Do you guys remember when Big T and Levitan got in like a little Twitter spat over the weather, PGA weather like a year or two ago?
I missed this one.
I think that's what Big T was trying to explain. What Yuta just mentioned is if there is variance in weather, it could be advantageous to kind of play it differently than like what Data Golf's saying, because Data Golf's saying it's a 1.5 advantage for morning. It's like, well, yeah, but it's crazy weather. So what if it's backwards?
Right.
You know, what sort of edge would you get from playing the flip side of?
Right. This is what we talked on our last Endgame video break. Remember, we were talking about weather and correlation.
It's just a little more amplified because you're in like coastal UK.
Yep.
And like you're on the shore, so you're more susceptible to like the random changes of the ocean. It's not even like something radar can tell until it's like almost there.
Right. And that's where actually correlating your waves starts to make sense, where there's uncertainty around the weather. Like if there's a chance that one wave is going to get just screwed, then it makes sense to consider putting some of your lineups together with weather front of mind, right? I'm not saying that's what's happening today, just as a general point.
Dan, do you think you could add a sun run button where I could just click it and print money?
I tried clicking it for MLB and it has not been working for me.
It's not working?
I don't think it would work for golf either.
Okay.
I have a feature request though.
Ah, yes.
It's the min maxes for like as a group. Like if I don't want what's a good example? Like just like eliminating the chance my lineup gets like a very common pairing of like 2 guys or like 3 guys. So in a different week, it would be like if there was more of a tighter spread of guys, it would be like Scotty with like 2 of the more chalky 6K guys. I probably don't want those together.
So some sort of combo thing?
Yeah, like a combo thing where it's like max 2 of Scotty, Hall, and English.
Okay. That is also kind of where the lineup factory would work, I think, Dan, a little better than an optimizer, giving you those.
True, but yeah, I understand what you're just saying is if you want.
Because like it's not something that would get eliminated by a sim, but in practice or in reality, yeah, it like that combo, just the pure combo of the 3 gets overplayed.
Okay. All right, we can add that. Yeah, the wave stacking and stuff. We just did a video on Endgame about PGA weather and stuff like that. It's definitely something we talk about. Use code Davis to get 10% off these if you're thinking about giving it a whirl. I think we're done though, boys. We got anything else? Any other one? What about? Well, let's leave. We got to give a no vibes pick of the week, like last week. No vibes, lockdown guarantee. Pick of the week. We don't have to all agree.
That's what everybody watches me for. I mean.
Oh yeah. Well.
Player takes. Let's
see here.
I don't know. I like Shane Lowry because he's always wearing the black shirt. Like no matter how hot the course is, he's
I kind of like Lowry too.
Dark clothing, so that's sort of my take there. That's not the case tonight, obviously, but
based on the clothing is always good. I think that's kind of who I like too. I kind of like Ryan Fox too. That seems like a bit of a kind of like Hideki too. Oh God. I think I might go with Ryan Fox, even though that's a long shot.
See, I don't load up on Hideki because I know if I do, he'll have his back will flare up, and I don't want to do that to him. So that's sort of why I don't.
Okay. Lowry, Fox, you gotta pick one. You have to get. I know. You can't pick Bryson either. That's our Run the Sims forcing us. We're going to be playing Bryson.
Oh, yeah. Let's pick 3 and then lock them in and then build lineups. And
okay. That's a good idea. Let's do that really quick. Yeah.
Pick our 3.
So we got Lowry.
Okay. Well, I have to work with what you guys have.
Yeah. You're kind of screwed.
Lowry and who?
Ryan Fox.
What's the salary on Ryan Fox?
Okay, so it's got to be in the mid range, I guess.
7,100 for Fox.
And
93.
I can't take like John Rahm.
Well, we can
I'll
make.
do like
You can take
good
whoever.
mid range here. I'll go with like a Spieth. It's a little bit under.
Oh, I can. Oh, I didn't even think about him.
Yeah, all right, let's see.
Nobody's thinking about it.
Let's make. We don't need to make that many since there's only so many combos with 3 gentlemen locked. Shane Lowry. Actually, I like all 3 of these guys. Spieth, Lowry, Fox. I wonder if there's a Bryson.
It'll jam in Bryson.
Yeah. We'll see what pops here.
Maybe it's jams in Xander or Bryson.
Does anyone in chat got a no vibes pick? Oh, not great. Not loving the EV here. It is Bryson though, and Hatton and Rye just shoving in the value with and since I love Bryson.
I'm thinking our machine doesn't like Lowry though.
I think that's right.
It's a big price to pay.
Yeah.
Like if I went lower than Spieth, I think it would look better.
Should we up Lowry's projection by a point or no?
Nah.
It wouldn't change much. It's more about the salary constraint going.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's way up there. 9,300
Yeah,
to 57.
it's very expensive for.
That's what kills it. Yeah, that's what's going to kill your
Sorry, it's my.
No.
So basically, the model's saying if you have to play Lowry, here's a way you can.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah, I actually don't even hate this lineup except for Rye. I don't know why. He's probably going to go off now that I keep shitting on him, but I have PTSD with Rye in there. So, all right, let's wrap on that. That's our no vibes picks. No vibes, guaranteed lockdown, free money, pick of the week. Okay, use code Davis for PGA, 10% off the PGA Sims at Run the Sims. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. We'll be back next week, most likely, I believe. All right, thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye.